What's going on, you guys? Long time no see. Mr. Mini1235 back here yet again. And just this morning, I got home from Orlando, Florida, to see Gorillaz at the Amway Center in downtown Orlando. And we had the Disciples tickets. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my experience, some of the cool bonus merch that I got, the seats, the set list, the overall experience, just all that fun stuff. So we got there pretty early to the check-in, about 3 o'clock, and once we checked in, we got a little basket full of goodies, and then we lined up for the sound check. Some of the goodies that I got, I guess we can start with that, is we got our laminates, of course. These will go good with my VIP laminates for the Humans tour from a few years ago. Happy to get a new one of those, along with a deck of Gorillaz playing cards, which is pretty cool. And Joker 2D, King Murdoch, Queen Noodle, Jack Russell, and you know, it's just reused for all the face cards are basically the band members. The rest of them are just normal looking cards, but yeah, it's the pretty cool little bonus. I like Gorillaz playing cards. That's a new piece of merch right there that we got as part of Disciples member. The Circle of Friends people got this as well. I was just into it for the really good seats and stuff. Next up, my wife got a bag too, so we got bonus of all of these. It's this little notebook. I think you can actually buy this on the website. But yeah, it's just a little paper journal. Nothing really special about it, with the bookend, you know, and keep it closed and the bookmark. So yeah, little journal in there. And I got a trucker hat. Hats look fucking awful on me because I have these fucking round dead eyeballs, black circles. I look like I have fucking cancer whenever I wear a hat. I look like I should belong in like a hospital morgue. But yeah, this is the little bonus there. And as an extra little treat, this didn't come with anything. I just bought this at the birch table. I picked up the water bottle they were selling, and I also got a Murdoch shirt. The Murdoch where he's like got the beard with like the, you know, the image that they've been using for the Cracker Island. It's in the dirty clothes basket now because I sweated my ass off dancing around at the show in it. But yeah, that was the merch that I picked up. Some of it was free with the Disciples tickets. Some of it I paid for, but you know, well worth it. And I also got a poster. Of course, I gotta collect one of these at every show I go to. I'm gonna put it next to my Plastic Beach poster over there from Madison Square Garden, and yeah, and my Song Machine poster that I have over there above the bar. I just got to get a frame for it, but I really like the poster for this tour. It's probably my favorite one. I just like the colors and the picture used. So yeah, that was the merch. So when we went into sound check, you know, Damon was there, obviously, with the rest of the band. They were just kind of talking and chatting, and me and my wife got right up on the barricade, and Dale, the Funky Homo Sapien, was actually there. He came out and they performed Rock the House, which was fucking awesome. They had the trumpets, and the trumpet players were there, and it was fucking awesome. The energy was hype as fuck. They also played Humility, which was great that they played Humility from the Now Now, because it's one of my low-key favorite songs of the newer Gorillaz era, and they didn't play it during the actual show, so that was like a sound check exclusive performance of Humility, which was great. They also played She's My Caller, which I wasn't expecting. It actually hasn't been played in the actual show until this show. So, yeah, it was a tour debut, was She's My Caller, playing that in the actual set list. But they played that at Soundcheck as well. And then the last thing they did was They played Silent Running, which is awesome. They did not play it in the actual show, but they actually did play Silent Running for us soundcheck people, one of the unreleased songs from Cracker Island, which of course I heard because they played it at like the very first show of this tour, and then they didn't do it again until this soundcheck, I guess. I would have preferred to have heard one of the other ones that we haven't heard yet. Like, there's that really bad audio quality where somebody snuck a little bit of recording of Oil, the Stevie Nicks song. I would have preferred to have heard that or one of the other unreleased songs at soundcheck, but still, it was really cool to hear that song live in front of me and not on YouTube, so that was really cool. After they performed that, they took us all back outside, where we got to sit around the upper concourse of the arena and just wait for the actual show to start, which is kind of cool. It was about an hour of waiting. They had a merch table there that us VIPs could only shop at, so that we didn't have to deal with crowds, really. I was able to just walk up and buy anything I wanted at any point. So we sat around, we got some free food. They gave us $17 vouchers as VIP members, so we could go and get chicken tenders and fries or whatever they were selling in that upper concourse. So we could shop for merch, eat some food, sit around and talk, you know, just basically waiting. We could actually hear Jungle doing sound check when we were in the upper concourse, which was the new opener. Earth Gang was not with them on this show, so unfortunately we didn't get the song Opium, which is one of my favorite bonus tracks from Song Machine, but what can you do? Earth Gang was not at this show. I specifically went down here to watch Jungle because I'm also a really big Jungle fan. So that's literally the reason why I went to Orlando instead of Atlanta. I live in North Carolina. So me and my wife, we flew down to Orlando just because we wanted to watch Jungle open. This is Loving in Stereo. This is Jungle's newest album. Came out last year. I'm a pretty big fan of these guys. Honestly, they make some really, really cool music, and when I saw that Jungle was opening for just these Florida shows, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to Florida. So, Jungle was fucking awesome. They played a lot of my favorite songs once the show actually started. It was great. They kicked ass. They just got a really cool, synthetic, groovy vibe about them. I can tell that if you're a Gorillaz fan, that you could probably appreciate Jungle, honestly. I think the sound or the fandom would transition well into Jungle's sound. But it was great. After Jungle got done, they left. They did a stage switch over for about 45 minutes before Gorillaz came on. And Gorillaz came out, and it was fucking sick. I was not on the floor. I was in the lower bowl. Me and my wife decided to get reserved seats because we knew that we could get right up front without having to worry about lining up right at the beginning of the line to actually get barricade at the concert. Because if you were not sitting in line during that whole, like, before you go into the show or whatever thing, if you were not, like, at the front of the line, you were not going to get on the barricade. And I didn't want to have to worry about that. I just wanted my reserved seat right there at the lower bowl. I mean, like, I could literally, like, almost reach out if my arm was like twice the length and touch the stage. I mean, like, we were that close, even sitting in seats. So it was perfect for me, personally. So yeah, Gorillaz came out. It was fucking awesome. I was standing up, dancing the whole time. There was a group of fans who were sitting behind me and my wife who were just not singing. They didn't even look like they knew who they were coming to see. Like, I was constantly, like, looking behind me just because I knew I was standing up and dancing with my wife the entire show. And I know these people did nothing but look in my back the entire time. And I felt bad. I legit felt bad. But I spent almost like $1,000 on these tickets. I'm going to have some fucking fun. You know, and I can't help if they don't want to have fun. I can't help that. It's not my fucking problem. So if they could have fucking stood up and actually enjoyed the show. But whatever, you know, that's kind of their fucking problem. Nobody got mad at me. Nobody tapped me on the shoulder. I don't know. I was just having fun. The set list was great. I played M1A1 to start, Last Living Souls, Trans, White Light. These songs have all been like staples of the set list. Tomorrow Comes Today, 19th 2000, Rhinestone Eyes, Cracker Island, Oh Green World, On Melancholy Hill, El Mañana, New Genius Brother, Empire Ants, which I was so happy to get Empire Ants. God damn, I fucking love Empire Ants. My favorite song on Plastic Beach, easily. She's My Caller, which was a tour debut. They have not played this song in the actual show until the Orlando show, which was great. It was really cool to hear another Human song besides just Andromeda. I hate that the fandom has made Damon kind of discount Humans a little bit because most people didn't like that he wasn't on like every fucking song, but I personally like Humans. Blah, blah, blah. She's My Caller was great. Just as cool as it always has been. I've always loved She's My Caller. Kids with Guns was great. Then they played Andromeda, which is awesome. And then, like, Dirty Harry, Dare, and Momentary Bliss. Those three songs, like, ended out the main set of the show. And they kicked my fucking ass. I was like, the transition and then like they came out and did Dare, and it was just everybody was fucking like dancing their ass off, and then Momentary Bliss, like they just a fire ending three songs to the main set. Then they came out for the encore after they left. They came back in for the encore. Didn't take long at all. I don't even understand why they left the stage, because they left, and then like not even 2 minutes later they started playing the beginning chords to New Gold. They came back out. Booty Brown came out. Booty Brown was actually there to do Dirty Harry, and then he came out and did New Gold. They had Tame Impala up on the monitor. He was doing his part. New Gold is fucking awesome. I cannot wait for the new album. It's gonna be sick. They did that. De La Soul was actually there. They came out and they did Feel Good Inc., which was fucking kick-ass. Dale came back out and did a Rock the House again in the encore. You know, we got it at sound check, but they played it in the encore. And then Dale stayed on stage and played Clint Eastwood, and then they switched into the Sweet Irie Ed Case remix of Clint Eastwood, which was really, really cool, because it's like they played the main Clint Eastwood, and it just immediately faded into that remix version. Doom, dun, 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 dun. It was fucking awesome, and that's where that's kind of where the show ended. So me and my wife got out of there a tiny bit early so that we could beat the traffic out of the parking garage, but it was fucking sick. I had a amazing time. It was well worth the money. Like, I cannot stress enough how much stress that takes off to be able to wait inside of the arena, not out in the hot sun for 7 fucking hours. Because of the VIP people, if you're in general admission, you're not going to get barricade, because the VIP people are already going to be on the barricade. So you're essentially waiting outside in the hot sun for 7 hours just to be like in the middle of the floor where you can't even really get to the band. So it's like, I don't know. It was so worth the money to be able to wait inside the arena the entire time, get the crowd-free merch shopping, be able to eat food, get to the sound check, get some of the free goodies. I mean, there was a lot of benefits to this, doing it this way. And it's the only way that I will see a Gorillaz show, is doing a VIP kind of experience. It just takes a lot of the stress out of so many things. The next day, we and my wife got up early and we went to Orlando Studios, because we're there. Why the hell not? And we went to Harry Potter World, and we rode the Gringotts ride, and we rode the Hogwarts Castle ride, and we rode the E.T. ride, and we tried to get on the Mummy, but it was too long, so we said, fuck that. Went to a few restaurants, went to the Three Broomsticks. We've had a fun day at Universal Studios, and we flew home Sunday today. So I flew down Friday, had the concert on Friday, went to Universal Saturday, flew home Sunday. So it's been a busy weekend. A very tiring weekend, having to wake up very, very early on very little sleep. That's why I look dead right now. And I have to go to fucking work tomorrow, so that sucks too. But it was worth it, and I had a fucking amazing weekend. I'm just now getting my voice back from singing and dancing, but Damon was amazing. Me and him made eye contact several times throughout the show, which made me really happy. We were singing together. He looked directly at me when he was singing Last Living Souls. And I was singing it right back to him, and I could tell he was looking right at me. It was fucking awesome. I'll never beat the time where I actually got to hold his hand when he came to Raleigh for the Everyday Robots tour. That was a memory I will never forget. That was like 2014. I'll never fucking forget it. Still have not washed this hand since then. It's been amazing. Anyway, that was my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's been a little while. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well. If you went to any of the shows, tell me about y'all's experience. It was a fucking blast, and I'm really happy to have been there. I can't imagine that they're going to be touring again anytime soon, in America anyway, so really happy I got to be a part of it. Mr. Benny 1235, I will see you guys later.